Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another podcast episode. I am super excited about tonight. I always say that, don't it? Yes, because I have phenomenal, amazing podcast guests, but I am super excited about tonight, about with my who I'm going to be speaking with tonight. But for those of you who do not know me, my name is Stacey DM Shaw. I am your host for this amazing podcast. And I am the founder of Your Brilliant Transitions, a virtual administrative consulting company. But tonight, I am not about the administrative consulting company. I'm all about the podcast and speaking to my amazing, amazing guests. This podcast, Brilliant Transitions for Biz podcast, is a podcast where we have conversations with extraordinary business professionals who shares their stories of transition, resilience, lessons, and expertise that have led to transformation and success. So that is why I tell you I have amazing, amazing guests every second and fourth Thursday, right? Right here. But before I introduce my guest, I want to make sure that I am live on all the platforms, and I am going to actually share this out to my personal Facebook page. So let me share that out. And then right after that, we are going to get going and speak to my amazing, amazing guest. And done. So let me tell you about my guest. Her name is Nadia Monsano, right? Nadia is an accomplished 10X international best-selling author, marketing and branding specialist, and retired veteran staff sergeant with 10 years of service in the U.S. Army. During her time in the military, Nadia served one tour in Iraq and earned the prestigious Iraqi Freedom Medal of Honor. Following her retirement from the Army, Nadia began working in the medical field as a program director in corporate America. Nadia is the proud recipient of the President Lifetime Achievement Award and the Woman of Heart Award. An internationally recognized speaker, Nadia shares her expertise on the importance of having a positive mindset and empowering women to achieve their business goals. Nadia is the co-chair of the Women Roundtable Action Platform of Trinidad and Tobago, which is an organization founded by the Ambassador of Trinidad and Tobago. Nadia is a multifaceted career, from her honorable military service to her impactful entrepreneurial endeavors, reflects a life lived in service to others and a commitment to excellence. Listen, I told you I have amazing guests, right? I have amazing guests, and she's no different. Please, please, please welcome to the podcast, to all of my viewers, Nadia Monsano. Welcome.
Hey, Stacy, how are you? Thank you for having me this evening.
I am doing wonderful, and I'm so glad you're here. And we get to speak and talk about all the fabulous things that you have done and who you are and all the good stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again for having me.
So, Nadia, the first thing I ask all of my guests, please just tell the audience, tell the viewers who you are in your own words. I know I read a lot of stuff, but but in your own words, tell the viewers who you are.
Well, I am, of course, Nadia Monsano, CEO and founder of my newly rebranded company. It's called Elite Creations. However, I'm also the CEO and founder of My Sister Keeper. Most people know me for My Sister Keeper. It's a branding, marketing, and graphic design agency. And now with Elite Creations, I'm going to be offering business coaching to entrepreneurs. Prior to becoming an entrepreneur, I was in the US Army. I served 10 years, served one tour in Iraq, earned a prestigious Iraqi Freedom Medal of Honor. And then, of course, I came into corporate America. So I am working with corporate America as well as an entrepreneur, helping other small business owners build a life of their dreams through get their through their business and helping them be successful with their business.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was going to leave that exciting piece of juicy tidbit, but it's okay because we're going to sort of dig into
Gonna dive
that
into
a
that.
little
Yeah.
later. But I was going to leave that to surprise all the viewers, but it's okay. It's okay. So, Nadia, tell me, can you share your journey from serving in the military to becoming an accomplished marketing and branded specialist? What led you, when you left the military, what led you to going into this field?
So, funny enough, I joined the military when I was 19. So, right out of graduating high school, I did not take the traditional route of going to a 4 year college. However, I joined the US Army and then I did all my schools and education through the Army. After I got out of the military, of course, in corporate America, I worked my regular 9 to 5. And not until February of 2020 did I start looking into becoming a entrepreneur, right? I dibbled and dabbled into some graphics. One day someone said, "Hey, do you know how to do a website?" And I'm like, "No, but I'll try." Right? I will always try something first time, right? And then I realized that when I created the website, I felt a certain passion after the website was done, right? I was like, oh my gosh, I can really like get this done. So I invested in myself. Key tip to entrepreneurs, making sure you invest in yourself. And I took some classes on graphic designs and learning how to do different things. And I just took off in 2020. However, as we know, in 2020 we had a pandemic. So let's just say the company did not start off as a graphic design and branding and marketing company. It was actually supposed to just be a public relations company representing other brands and going out to businesses to get them clients. But then pandemic happened, so I brought everything in-house online. So now I had to pivot in my business and I then now show entrepreneurs how to brand themselves properly online professionally.
Wow, that is amazing. That is so amazing how it you started with one idea of being a PR company, and then it turned into a marketing and branding. But what I really like was that, you said that you didn't know how to do websites, but you invested in yourself and you learned the skill set. And now, because of that, you have an amazing and thriving business. So let me congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I know firsthand. I have to put my piece in there, and she knows that I was going to do this. I know firsthand her work, excellent work. Graphics is on point. So yeah, if you're looking for a graphic designer, reach out to Nadia. Okay, I had to put that piece in.
Shameless plug, right?
I
Shameless
had
plug.
to put that piece in. Shameless plug. I had to put that piece in. So, Nadia, let's expand on the branding, and because I know this is that's what you're doing now. For a business owner, somebody that is just starting out in their business, right? And they're like, okay, I need a logo, I need a
Mhm.
website. What is the first thing that you would say to them, for somebody that just don't know?
Just
They have
starting
an
out.
idea as a concept for their business, but from a
Mhm.
marketing and branding standpoint, what would you say to them?
You are your brand. You represent your brand, right? So the when I did start the graphic design company, I would always like create the website or the flyer and then have the business owner go off on their own and do their marketing. Then I realized I needed help with marketing, so I brought that into the business as well. Now that I am adding to the business of business coaching, I realized, and that became part of what I'm going to be doing now. It's because most people think their brand is just their logo and a website and a color palette. There's a lot more different things that you need, right? You need to make sure you register your business correctly within the state that you're in. You have your business email. I know you are very particular about business emails. You get your business bank account because you can't mix business with personal. So there's strategic things that you must do at first when starting your business. It's not just getting the idea, the logo, the website, and then you start, selling. You must have a strategic plan, a strategic launch. Who is your target audience, right? So, for example, when someone comes to me and they're like, okay, well, who is your target audience? I know I am small business owners who need help getting started to come online professionally and to represent their brand professionally, right? So you have to understand your target audience. What problem is your business solving? You have to solve an issue or a problem, right? Even if it's as simple as a catering company, you're solving the issue of providing the
Mhm.
meals for an event, right? So, what problem is your business going to solve? And then what I like to tell my clients is, do not look at your business as, oh, this is just a side hustle that I'm doing because I just want to, hustle for some extra income coming in. It's not a hustle. It's a legacy building
Mhm.
opportunity that you have. And
Ooh.
if treated correctly and nurtured correctly, it can definitely be something that brings generational wealth to your family. So do not look at this or your business as a side hustle or just something that I want to hustle and do.
Wow, I love that. It's a legacy building opportunity. So many people don't look at their business like that.
Right.
As you said, they look at it as a side hustle,
Hmm.
and they operate with that mindset and that mentality, and the business go so far and no further.
Exactly. The most businesses, if not nurtured correctly, will fail within the next 2, 3 years if you do not nurture your business properly, right? Like your 5 year mark is your pinnacle year, right?
Oh,
Like you've definitely gone through some bumps and bruises, right? Within the first 5 years. But the first three really tells you if you're really meant to do this business.
now you said nurture. Um,
Mhm.
what would you recommend in terms of nurturing? What would you say to somebody, right? Because your clients are coming to you for the assistance, for
Mhm.
the help, and you say to them that I need you to really focus on nurturing your business. What
Yes.
does that mean?
Nurturing your business meaning investing in yourself, and your business, right? For example, um, if you are, I'll just use graphic designer for an example. You are a starting off graphic designer. How I had to nurture my business as a graphic designer when the world of AI came out and AI
Mm,
could design a flyer in 2.5 seconds, right? How do I get in front of that and still be
yes,
valuable to
yes,
clients, right?
yes.
So at the end of the day, I put that personal touch in my customer service with my clients, right? So when I say nurture your business, I then went and I learned what AI can do, and then versus what I can do as well, right? So no one can say to me, "Oh, Nadia, why am I going to pay you this to and an AI can do it for me?" Because I
Mhm.
put that personal touch. Can AI give you the I'm sorry, the flyer plus the marketing strategy on how to
No. Mm.
get clients to your business? Can they teach you how to grow your business? The personal touch, right? So
Right,
you have
right,
to
right.
invest in your education, in your craft is what I should say. You definitely have to invest in your craft. And that's what I mean by nurturing, continuously investing in your business. Because as you grow and expand, what else do you need for your business? Maybe you need an employee, you need a admin
Mm,
assistant.
mm.
Invest in your business, nurture your business to that point where you're able to invest in that business.
Wow. You literally just shared some good stuff. AI. So many people are afraid of AI.
Hmm.
So many people are afraid of AI because yes, it is removing, eliminating jobs and
Hmm.
businesses. But just like anything else, you have to know how to use it so that it benefits your business and that you can stay in front of it, as you said. So I
Absolutely.
like that you said that you really jumped onto, the whole concept of the AI to make it work for your business so you can continue growing, nurturing your business. And by you doing that, you're teaching
Hmm.
your clients what to do.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, someone needs to put the prompt in AI to deliver what you need. Who is going to be that someone, right? So, educating yourself on what is the prompt that I need for AI to give me back what I need, right? So,
Mhm.
again, investing in yourself.
And so exactly as you speak about, putting in the prompts into AI, and I'm going to use graphic design because that's,
Hmm.
we're speaking about. Well, as a matter of fact, let me switch gears a little bit.
Hmm.
So many people think branding and marketing is the same thing because everybody say branding and marketing,
Hmm.
branding and marketing and public relations, or something like that.
Hmm.
Can you explain the difference
Hmm.
between branding and marketing, and
Exactly.
how does each one affect your
The
business?
other, of course. So think of branding as your visual, your visual design that someone first sees for your business, right? So, for example, if you go to a vending opportunity, right? If you just had a tablecloth and three books on the table, would someone really come over to your table to really get to know you? No, honestly, right? Yes, you may go to patronize the person, but at the end of the day, you did not stand out to them. So, branding is how do you stand out from the masses? How do you stand out as an individual? Yes, there's other graphic designers that do exactly the same thing that I do. But how do I stand out, right?
Right.
So when I go to a vendor show, my tablecloth is branded. My
Mm,
pens on my table is branded, right? Everything literally is branded. My banners, everything about my business visually is branded, right? And branded to the point of once you see my logo anywhere, you put my face and me
mhm,
to my company, right? Because
mhm.
you've met me, and now because you've met me and you've had a logo that you've probably seen. So when I start showing my new logo off on social media, I don't have to put my face to my logo. They know it's me, right? So
Right.
branding is that visual aid for your business, right? Think of branding as being visual. How do you
Mhm.
show up and making sure you're showing up professionally, right?
Right.
That's branding. Marketing is, of course, you get the frog in the throat when you when you're talking. Marketing is when you are now seeking your target audience. Okay, marketing is who is your target audience, and you have literally sat down with someone like myself who's a business coach and we have designed your avatar. We have designed your persona, person that you are going to go after to do business with. Not everyone is your customer or your ideal client. So you have to understand who you're looking for, right? So, for example, if I am, I'll use you as what you do, Stacy. You are looking for business owners who need structure as far as SOPs and keeping their emails together, things of that nature. You are not going to go to a mechanic shop and say, "Hey, can I help you with your SOP?" That's not your customer, that's not your client. So you have to be able to know your persona, your person, your avatar. Who are you, marketing to? This is when you start looking for the right people to fit your business. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that you are not wasting your time. You're going to waste your time when you go after the wrong clients or the wrong people who's supposed to work with you, right? And again, like I said, I am not going to go to again, a mechanic to say, "Hey, would you like me to design a flyer?" Maybe they will want a flyers for someone to fix their car, yes or no, right? But if it's the actual worker at the mechanic shop, they're not looking for a flyer, they're just coming to work, right?
Right,
I'm
right.
looking for the owner of the mechanic shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that I can help him get more customers to come so that the worker can do the work on their cars. So you gotta
Wow.
know your target person that you're going after.
Awesome, awesome. I mean, this is some great information that you're sharing for business owners who are looking to get their marketing, get their branding all aligned and in front of their target audience. Because without that, then nobody's going to know you. Nobody's going to know who you are. Now, what would you say to somebody who is in business who, because you need an online presence? Some way, shape, or form. You've got to have some form of online presence. What would you say to someone who is in business who do not have a website? Because there are several people who don't have a website.
Mhm.
What would you say to
You don't have a business.
them?
You, point blank, period. You do not have a business or consider yourself having a business if you do not have an online presence. One of the things COVID has taught us as entrepreneurs is that we have the world wide web that we can get onto and
Mm-hmm.
expand our business to. I can do business with anyone in all of our 50 states and internationally. I have built websites for people in Trinidad to Canada. Okay. So if you do not have a digital footprint, is what I call it, right? You're playing small with your business, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
playing really small with your business. You are not seeing the value of your business and you're playing small, right? Now, sometimes when you first get started, you are going to, what's the word I want to say? You're going to think small, right? That's how I was when I first started. I can't believe it's 4 years ago. When I first started 4 years ago, I didn't know, everything that I know today as who's my target audience, who's my avatar. So you have a smaller thinking like, hey, if someone sees me and needs a website, I can definitely do it, right? But then I had to think about not playing small with my business. And when you get into that mindset, and that's why I talk to my clients about their mindset. Your mindset on your business is going to be the answer to how far you're going to push yourself to expand your business. So, again, back to the question of if you don't have a website, get one. If you don't, again, your funds may not be available for a website, right? Let's be honest. If you're
Mm-hmm.
starting a new business, right? So maybe you don't have a funds to build a website. There are other platforms such as Canva that you can build a free website, all you have to do is buy a $2.99 domain. If you cannot invest $2.99 in your business, we need to rethink on why you're starting the business, right? I am that business coach who is going to be that transparent with you. I'm going to show you avenues on, okay, you can't afford the $500 or $1,000 website right now because the funds are not available. Okay, no problem. Let's start with your camp, just as beautiful, just as effective, right, as a bigger website. There may be a couple of things that you may not be able to do with the Canva website. However, you can still sell whatever it is that you're selling, and you can still get clients. You then invest, nurture your business after that Canva website starts making you additional money. Now you transition over to a bigger and better website. But don't give me the excuse that I don't have the funds available to start my, not even just to start my business, to get a website. At least your website. Canva offers logo design as well, right? Like, I teach you how to use this tool to start your business. So there's no excuses on why you cannot get started.
She said it. She told you. She said it. She told you. There are so many easier ways to have an online presence, a digital footprint. So if you're in business, if you're if you're just starting out, we totally get it that the $500 package or the $1,000 package or whatever the package is may not be in your budget, but you do need some form of online presence, a digital footprint. So I want to say this, right? If you're looking for branding, marketing coach, reach out to Nadia. I will put her contact information, closer to the end of the show, and you can reach out to her. She will sit down with you. As she said, she's going to be very transparent, and she's going to tell you what you're doing wrong, because she does tell you that. Okay, yeah, she does. She does. She does tell you, but that is the purpose of having a coach. That's the purpose of having a coach that cares about
Yes.
her client. And that is what Nadia does.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nadia,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to shift some gears, right? Because you see, as we were speaking
Yep,
behind
30 minutes passed already.
30 minutes already. So we have to switch, we literally have to switch gears a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you are a 10 times international best-selling author. Oh my gosh, 10 times. Please tell please
Right.
tell them what led you to begin writing,
Mm-hmm.
and how can, if anybody wants to know about, the
Mm-hmm.
books that you have, where
Mm-hmm.
would they go to purchase them?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, my very first book was called Step into Leadership Greatness with the visionary Dr. Jennifer Jones Byron. And when I first, again, I did not think that my stories were worth sharing. I did not know the first time on my first time writing, I was totally scared of the process because I didn't know how to, formulate a story, right? Yes, we went to colleges and we write essays and things of that nature, but this is a little bit different, right? So I figured I get started, right? You don't know what you don't know until you get started. So I joined that first anthology, Step into Leadership Greatness, and amazing experience with Dr. Jennifer. And after coming out of that particular anthology, I realized that I can do this, right? I didn't have to write the entire book myself. I partnered with Dr. Jennifer and our other co-authors, and we became best-selling authors. After Step into Leadership Greatness, I went into The Image in the Mirror too. And in that book, I shared about an experience in my life, about looking at yourself in the mirror, knowing that you were worthy enough. right? You are going to go through some challenges. You're going to go through things in life that may knock you down. For me, I actually had to go through a divorce while I was pregnant. So it was happy moments of being pregnant, and then of course sad moments of going through my divorce. So I talked about how did that strengthen me, right, to push past the pain and know that I would be okay on the other side of being a divorce. And again, other stories that I share in my books, right? The message that I want to tell you is your story is worth sharing. All of my books that are being purchased by everyone touched them in such a way where they felt empowered after reading our chapters. So knowing that your story, any story that you're going through right now and you have overcome, it is time to share that story. It is time to become that author. Because once you become an author, you then become a speaker. You've just started a business, right? So you can also turn your pain to purpose, right? And then turning that purpose into a business. So you can definitely be able to do that.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on being 10 times. I'm sure that there are many more books to come
Yep.
because you just finished your own. You became a visionary and you
Visionary.
just finished your own book, um, which I'm one of the co-authors, but I won't put shameless plug there. But
Right.
what I will say, it was an amazing, it was an amazing book, and I love what that book stand for. So I
Mhm.
want to also congratulate you and tell you that the experience, the everything about what you did with that anthology was just flawless and amazing. So I want to commend you on that.
Thank you. I absolutely appreciate that and appreciate you for partnering with me on that particular anthology.
Awesome. So Nadia, you see, I'm going through all of these things that, all the accolades and all the things that you do. Because we're trying, getting your name out there, and then people just know who Nadia Monsano is.
Of course.
So you started a yearly award, the Phenomenal Woman Award, where you give awards to amazing ladies that are doing things in the community. What led you to begin such an amazing initiative?
Mm-hmm.
And just just share what it's about and how can someone partner with you with the award.
Phenomenal Woman Awards, of course. So, Phenomenal Woman Awards came to me 2 years ago as a an awards that I would like to personally select individual female entrepreneurs to shine a light on them because they're doing some amazing things in the community or in their business. Like their business is really impacting other people in the world. Um, I also give you a magazine feature. So I'll just step back a little bit to the magazine came first and then the awards came right after. And for me, I always wanted to have a give back program at all times because I even have my own nonprofit organization as well. But I always knew that I always wanted to, when I start my business, how can I give back to the community? Like, how can I take funds and deposit it back into the community for especially nonprofit organizations to thrive? Because we all go into our pockets as a nonprofit to make sure it's thriving, right? So I started the magazine line, and my very first magazine line, I only started with 7 people partnered with me at that time. After those 7 people partnered with me, um, you know, I sent out again hundreds of emails to get people to partner with me, but just seven said yes. But and I could have gotten discouraged, right? Like I could have been like, wow, out of 100, only seven people said yes. But something said trust the process and launch your magazine. So launch the magazine, and now today, 2 years later, like last January, I had 40 ladies that partner with me, right? So it just shows that you should really never give up when you're expecting a certain outcome when you get something done, but it didn't come to fruition as you wanted it to. But it should have just taught you that lesson to keep pressing forward, right?
Mm.
So, Phenomenal Woman Awards always touches my heart every single year. We have some amazing speakers that come in to give powerful messages. We have live performances. We have physical awards that people do get, and they each and every last one of them, to include yourself, will call me or message me or just cry and say, thank you for seeing me. Thank you for seeing the work that I do. Because I work so hard on a daily basis with my business. And you don't get that appreciation, right?
Mm.
You don't get that pat on the back that says you are doing an amazing job, keep going. And that is what Phenomenal Woman Awards is all about. You're doing an amazing job, keep going.
And that really means a lot to so many ladies, because
Hmm.
because it could be that very second where something happens, or something didn't work out for them, or they didn't get that contract, or
Hmm.
whatever it is, and they receive that award from you, that, like, you know what, keep going,
Keep going.
keep going. So that really, I really love that. I really applaud you for doing that, because there are just so many women that really feel that they're not seen, they're
Hmm.
not appreciated. And by you taking your time to organize this, create a platform to shine the light on them, it says so much about you. So,
Absolutely.
so thank you for doing that for all the ladies who feel that they're not seen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I make sure they are seen and they're visible. They
Yes.
are, and again, marketing, branding my
Uh,
business, right?
yes, exactly. It all ties in some way. The marketing and branding all ties in,
Yeah,
because you have to
absolutely.
market and brand the phenomenal woman.
Yep.
And by doing that, people are knowing about your business and coming to you. So it all ties in, which is,
Absolutely.
that's a great platform that you actually have created.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
so,
it.
you're so welcome. Now, guess what? There's another, what should I call this? Another branch to her. There's another branch to her, right? It's amazing, but this is just, what I would say is this: when the hand of God is on you,
Yes. Amen. I received that.
when the hand of God is on you, there's so many things that can transpire and happen that you don't have no idea how it happened, but you know it just happened.
Yep.
And that is why Nadia is not just existing in her business, or not just um, doing business. She's thriving in her business because of the hand of God that's on her, and because she said yes.
Amen.
She said
Absolutely.
yes. So whatever he tells her to do, she said yes. And I'm going to share this about her that really inspired me. We were having a conversation, and she said to me, I sit and I wait and I listen until the right time to move.
Yep. Yep.
She
And
said,
sometimes
mm,
that right time is 3 a.m. in the morning when I'm like, you really couldn't just let me sleep till like 6. You had to give me this vision. And under all seriousness, Phenomenal Woman came to me at like 3 a.m. I woke up and heard Phenomenal Woman. And I was like, Am I thinking Maya Angelou? Like, what are you telling me Phenomenal Woman is? And I started doing research because I had no idea what I was doing with Phenomenal Woman. Because for me, I'm always strategic and things like that. And I'm like, what does Phenomenal Woman have to do with my sister keeper? You know, like I'm a branding and marketing person. What a, you know, and then it was like awards, honor, like these words came to me throughout the day. And I was like, okay, awards, you want me to do an award? Who does online awards, right? Like, because I'm not going to, get a venue and, things are still going on, especially the first year that I was doing it, COVID was still a thing, right? So I heard a virtual award. And then I literally had to sit and listen and trust the planning that needed to go through the process, right? And every year, after my award show is finished and I sign off, I cry. Honestly, I sit and I turn off the camera and I cry because it always exceeds my expectation. I get to hear the messages from the ladies on their appreciation for me just awarding them and seeing what they're doing, and their genuine appreciation is what I see, right? Because yes, you can get an award, anybody can say congratulations, but the effort that I put into Phenomenal Woman is felt, even though we are in square boxes, right? I make you feel like we are literally together in a room, you know.
Mm,
So I literally turn off and I cry, and it's a feeling of gratitude when I'm done. It's a feeling of fulfilling my purpose in this particular part of my business. I feel satisfied when I am done, knowing that I have served others because I understand my purpose. And because I've served others and because I've shined that light on them, I feel fulfilled. And that's how I get my fulfillment.
wow. Wow. And mm, I'll, I will not spill the beans. So,
Not
with
yet, not yet.
Phenomenal Woman, what's next for Phenomenal Woman?
Great question. So, for the last 2 years, we have been online virtually. And for 2025, I'm taking us offline. I'm taking a biggest step this year, right? It's called growth, investment, nurturing, right? Everything I talked about in the beginning, right? We are actually going to be in person in Florida, getting the logistics ready for Phenomenal Woman for 2025. But I am going to have an amazing day of in person award show for 2025. That's what I'm looking
Wow.
forward to.
Wow, wow, wow. So you see, she created, okay, let me back up. She listened, she waited, she moved when God told her to move. She created, even though she was concerned and had questions about creating this award recognition program virtually, she obeyed.
Hmm.
And now she's moving from virtual to in person. My God,
Yep.
that
Growth.
is
Growth.
growth, and that is going back to creating a legacy.
Legacy. Exactly.
Oof. Okay, I can't. I cannot get up and dance. I get up and dance right now. Can I get up and dance? But so the other branch of Nadia, there are many. There are more branches. Did you know that there are more branches? Nadia is the co-chair of the Woman Roundtable Action Platform of Trinidad and Tobago. That's another branch. Nadia, how did you get involved? Well, I know you're originally from Trinidad, but how
Yes.
did you get involved in being the co-chair for an organization that represents your home
Absolutely.
country?
Absolutely, yes. And again, uh ordering my steps and things and things that I follow. Um 1 year, so I've been with the organization for I've been the co-chair for a year now, going on a year. But last year, I was asked to speak at a Women's Day event on entrepreneurship, and I came out to the event in Maryland, and I spoke on being a successful entrepreneur. What does it take to be a successful entrepreneur? And the ambassador to Trinidad came to me and said, I want to invite you over. We're going to have, lunch for all of our speakers. And, I went, and again, a surreal moment in walking, getting the invitation from the ambassador to Trinidad, and then secondly, being invited to their home for lunch. And we had a great conversation. Fast forward a couple of months later, it was time for them to review their board members and renew, I should say, not review, renew. And they reached out to me and said, listen, we think you would be a great fit for this organization. We're looking to show women in Trinidad and Tobago, how to be successful entrepreneur as well, right? Again, no, I did not think of getting my business internationally, even if I was from Trinidad and Tobago. So, of course, I jumped at that opportunity because, again, I'm able to give back internationally. So now, with this roundtable, we have amazing events. We walk for domestic violence. We do Women's Day. We just did. Healthy eating webinar that we did. So we have some amazing things that we do, along with, of course, the chair, Dr. Radine Copeland, amazing individual as well, who pours her heart into this organization as well. And, it just shows that you cannot limit your mindset, right? Because did I see myself as sitting on a board as co-chair and really making decisions for an organization internationally? No, I didn't, right? But when opportunities come knocking, and they will, especially as an entrepreneur, I want you to not be afraid of not being good enough for this particular
Mm,
opportunity.
mm,
Don't be afraid of, oh my gosh, what if I mess up as I get into this organization? Don't be afraid. That's limited mindset that you have, right? Be confident in yourself. We're all humans. We're going to make some mistakes along the way, but learn from them. The power of making a mistake is learning from the mistake, right? That is how you stop making that same exact
mm,
mistake over and over again, right? But you're not going to make what I'm going to say is, you're not going to learn from the mistake if you didn't make it, right? You're not going to get stronger or better or have a more positive mindset if you stay closed into a shell. Could you tell me a few years ago that, Nadia, you're going to be so visible that you're on podcasts, magazine covers, speaker, author, visionary, award recipient, traveling internationally to speak and receiving awards? No, I was that person behind the scenes, quietly pushing others to be more visible. That was what I did, right? Then I realized my limited mindset held me back from
mm.
being visible. My limited mindset on, I feel like I'm going to be so nervous if I get on camera, I might just shut down, and I always had that limited belief in myself, until, guess what? I went on my first podcast, nailed it, and was like, oh, girl, you got this. Because sometimes you got to celebrate yourself after your win.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, um, Everything that I do, I celebrate myself. Every
Wow.
single accomplishment that I do. Yes, I do get congratulations from others, and I appreciate it, and I thoroughly do. But the first person to say congratulations is self. Like, you got this, or you did that, right?
Yes.
And then you look at yourself and then you improve, right? Because yes, I nailed my first interview, but I saw some things that I can improve on, right? Like saying ums and moving my hands around, but you learn. If I didn't go on that first podcast and understand how to look at myself and critique myself and congratulate myself, I wouldn't sit here today in front of you teaching others how to do this, or how to not have that limited mindset, because I had it. I had it before, right? I limited myself. I didn't think that I would have been, my messages was not going to be important enough, or the things that I know to help entrepreneurs would not be important enough because other people know that. Yeah, but other people don't know the people that I know,
Come on now.
or other people. I learned that they're just people who were made for my assignment of
Mm,
giving back, right? It wasn't um, by accident that I met and I know some amazing ladies that I work with in business, right? We may think it would have been by accident because, oh, yeah, I remember meeting you such and such a place, but we cross paths for a reason, right?
yes.
So always understand the reason of why you're meeting someone and stop having limited mindset. And that is going to help you boost yourself and move yourself further in business and in life.
Boo.
In
She
life
said
too.
it. She said a lot.
Yeah,
She
I know.
Nadia said a lot. She just said, but guess what? We have less than I told you the
The
hour would go so fast. But I do want her to touch on two things. So June 1st. June
June
1st.
1st, June 1st, June 1st.
June
It,
1st.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Very, very important day for me on June 1st. On June 1st, I am launching Elite Creations, right? So I will always and forever be my sister keeper, right? That's what I will always be known as. I know that because I branded myself really well under my sister keeper. But it was time to take myself and my business, right? Investing, nurturing my business. Now I need to take my business out of this box that I put myself in, with just the graphic design, because everyone was like, oh, yeah, you're a graphic designer, right? That's what you do best. Then I realized when I gave someone, again, graphics, they didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know how to market it. They didn't have a business structure, things of that nature. So then I was like, oh, there's a need. There's a need. There's a problem that I can solve. Could I have done it under my sister keeper? Yes, but there are so many different variations, and I know people have asked me, "Why did you not keep my sister keeper?" And of course, I'm sharing this story for the first time here with you. There was a lot of other businesses with my sister's keeper with an S, and I always had to keep saying I am the sister without the S, and I'm like having to take myself out of the box with all of the sisters keepers, right? And shout outs to all of the sisters keepers, blessings upon your business. I had to just take myself out of that box that boxed me in with everyone else who was sisters keepers, and take myself out of that box and rebrand myself. And it's okay. I had to learn again. It's okay to rebrand your business. Okay. Yes, you started off with one thing and then you evolve. That's what it's called, evolving, right? So
Mhm.
now we have Elite Creatives, and with Elite Creations, branding your business like a boss. And in that business model, I am not only going to just give you the graphics that make you look really great online and you have a great digital footprint, but I'm going to coach you along the way. We're going to build your avatar. We're going to build your specific client that you are going to go after. We are going to do SWOT analyses on your businesses. We are going to make sure that your business is structured properly. Okay. So, as your business coach, you now have an accountability partner. You will have someone to say, okay, by February 1st, you need to have this. I'm going to check back in with you. Did you do this? because sometimes we need that nudge, we need that push, right? And we need that accountability partner. So I get to be your accountability partner and making sure that, again, your business is not a side hustle, it's a legacy builder. And
Mm.
we're going to be building that legacy for your business and making sure that you're successful in your business with your business coach. And of course, I know I am live on my face again. So of course, I just want to say hello to Dr. Jennifer Jones, Byron, Jessica. Thank you for watching. Lisa, Chayazda, Oshang. Like, we have so many people watching over on my page. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching on with us. But again, super excited for June 1st. And then I get, as my business is launching, let me tell you the power of being online. You're going to get on June 1st, there's a video that's going to play that's going to introduce my business, and I'm going to tell you all about what you can do and how to connect with me. But on June 1st, I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, right? And I'm going to be walking across the stage at TIU, receiving my honorary doctorate degree in
Woohoo!
humanities, right? So I'm super excited about that. But that is the power of being online. So when my business is launching, I am walking across the stage getting my honorary doctorate degree. Okay. So
Congrats.
get online.
Congratulations, Nadia. Well deserved. I
Thank you.
am super, super happy and proud of you. You have no idea.
Thank you. I
Well
truly
deserved. Well deserved. Yeah. I'm not going to get teary eyed right now.
no, 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 we're going to do that tonight.
I'm not going to get teary eyed right now. But I'm really proud of you, and it's really well deserved.
Thank you. I definitely
But
appreciate that. And I'm just looking forward to not just branding businesses, but coaching business entrepreneurs as well to be successful in business. I believe that was the missing leg of my business, was the coaching part of the business. And now that I've again invested in myself, I'm not just coming to you to say, "Oh, I'm a coach," right? I literally got certified as a business coach and understand the things that business owners need only from, of course, from my experience within the 4 years. So you're not going to make the mistakes that I made for the first four, right? And of course, investing in my education and my knowledge of what businesses need to succeed. So now that I can help you thrive in your business.
with that, what else can I say? Nadia, it has been a pleasure having you on the podcast. But before you go, please tell everybody what's next for your business, or
Mhm.
what do you have coming up, and how can they follow you or connect with you?
Absolutely. So for now, you can definitely friend request me on Facebook at Nadia Monsano, right? So that you can see all things happening within the business. Because I'm waiting until June 1st for everyone to start getting to know Elite Creations. I cannot wait for you all to get more information and give more information, I should say, on Elite Creations. Again, we have Phenomenal Woman Awards coming up in January 2025. So I will be sharing information on entrepreneurs who want to partner with me and come out to Florida for a day of celebration. We do have The Beautiful Face of the Invisible Illness coming. Call for Authors is coming in August. So we have a lot of things going on over in my world, but definitely friend request me for now, and you will get to know all things going on with me.
Whew. Listen, Nadia, I am super, super, super proud of you. And congratulations again. Thank you so much for spending your hour with me and sharing with the audience and the listeners everything that goes on into your world about branding, marketing, how they can, connect with you, and how they can build their own brand and
Mhm.
create a legacy building opportunity for themselves. So thank you so, so much.
You're very welcome. And thank you again for this amazing opportunity or 1 hour spent with you on this amazing platform. And I wish you much success as well within your business.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. And with that, we come to the end of another podcast episode. Wasn't that phenomenal? Nadia shared so much information. So if you missed any of it, you will be able to go back and listen to the rebroadcast. It will be on my YouTube page as well as my LinkedIn page. Right now, it is streaming on my personal page, but that will only be for the next 7 days because I'm building out my YouTube channel. So if you want to listen to the rebroadcast, you can go to the Brilliant Transition for Biz podcast page on YouTube and listen to the rebroadcast. So until next time, where I have another amazing guest on the podcast, where they will come and share what they're doing in their business, how they help business owners. My name is Stacy D.M. Shaw, and I want to wish you a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon. See you next time.